Paa Paut Kawan Wahu Amani, Nuk Kadur Naju Ama Kasomon Paa Paut, Wu Kabu Ama Shakas An, Nuk Kadur Kawun Kalal Pafaf, Nuk Ragab Dakal Paa Paut, Talama Ragabni Kawan Bakoy Dakal Paa Paut, Anuki Yaba Bi Nafasni, Paa Paut Kawan Anuki, Paa Paut Kadur Nuk Kadur, Paa Paut Amul Nuk Amul.
Next, we will have the reading of an proclamation. Li kum, Nuwapu, Nuwapians. Look at those who cheat and speak untruths, yet they still claim to be one of us, one of our loyal populace. We true Nuwapians, we true Nuwapu, Nuwapians, have these proclamations. Number one, do not tread on the path of Isfat, evil, on this highway of lawlessness. Let me repeat that. Number one, do not tread in the path of Dawu, evil, on his highway of lawlessness. Number two, do not lie about Wunawupu by rejecting Pa Manzal Nazdar Aman Nabab Re'e Aktwa Zetwi. Number three, do not lie misusing our creed of truth, Haq, by ignoring the facts. 4, do not lie and claim you are a true lover of truth unless you are practicing it. 5, do not lie and say you can be trusted and loyal to your true race, Nuwupu, Nuwapians, when you are not. 6, do not lie and say you are a peacemaker when you are indeed the source of arguments, fights, and gossip. 7, do not lie and commit atrocities by rejecting ma'at, reconciliation, when other Nuwapu, Nuwapians wish to make up. 8, do not lie and say you can be trusted while you sneak around, violating all that you claim is best for our people. 9, do not lie, deceive, cheat by acting and living in the image of this beastman of sin. If you undertake these responsibilities, let it be known by your actions. Next, we will have the reading of Paa Taraq by the Kamamtet, Amuntet, Afu, Hamatet, Atum, Ray.
Rahubat Yasar, I am Amuntat Afua Hamatet Atumre, and tonight's Paa Taraq is called Paa Paut, the all-expanding. 1. Likum, my beloved children, my jewels, know this, Paut, all-expanding omniverse. 2. The whole, the omni, entirely, every one, not of an amount, yet the one all. Not one and all, just one, and just be, is not of, from. 3. The all is, of is, while all is, just is. 4. Supreme being, called the supreme, then incarnate as the supreme being, all of unique nature at work, being. 5. Exist as omniverse, becomes multiverses, triverses, to dual-verses onto this one universe. And this incarnate universe is at one time chaos and its opposite at another time. 7. In itself, a dual as in seasons, day and night, life and death of things in nature. 8. A dual verse of nature at work, and this is order, called cosmos. 9. And this order, called chaos. 10. Chaos is also referred to as primordial chaos, nuntat, and nun, dual from nu, omni, or source. 11. The purpose for the all in all existing as multiverses, or all as omniverse, and then. 12. The universal order is one part controlled. All will is controlled as choice. 13. You have 180 degrees of one choice of will and 180 degrees of the other choice. You have to choose 180 degrees and 180 degrees of your 360 degrees of choice. 14. The same throughout all of nature in this universe of dual cosmos. 15. As in time, as a point. 16. Now is time. 17. And then is time. 18. Yet now is between two thens. 19. The then of the past and the then of the future. 20. So it manifests at the point of each person's now or right now. And 21. And that is what I am or will do right now. What is happening by my body right now between that is two called voluntary body functions and involuntary body functions. 22. Such as to blink, to breathe, and others are involuntary body functions. And to raise one's hand, open one's mouth, are voluntary functions, and those in between ruled by will or choice. 23. You can blink when you will, or you will blink if something gets too close to your eyes. The same for the mind. 24. This is how all nature works, and all in the universe are under the will of nature. 25. Nature is in control of your fate. Involuntary, that which will happen, you are just a part of all as Paa Paut, the all. 26. The all is, all, I am, exist. 27. The time is now. 9 o'clock exists. 28. And there are two 9 o'clocks, 9 a.m. and 9 p.m. 29. So even time has become dual or has its opposites in nature. 30. And nature is a clear and emphatic matter of working with time in cycles. 31. In this universe it is 31. In this universe it is 4 6,000-year cycles of 24,000 years related to the 24,000 human chromosomes and the circumference of Kawab Taha, planet Earth, 24,000 miles, and the equinox. 32. 24,000 years of two 12,000-year time zones of the sun, crossing the equator, making night and day of equal length in all parts of the earth. 33. So it all is in tune, linked to time and energy. 34. The birth and death in order to renew energies and powers for producing new and young universes or children. You, 35, who is the supreme being, nature unlimited in every way, as a part of all, as the all is, I am. 36. As omniverse, you are all space without need of movement or growth. 37. As multiverses, you are all things with movement and growth. 38. As triverses, you are reaction with each other and become places. 39. As dualverses, you are separated into opposites and become opposing places. 40. As universes, you are a point in space, time, and maternal. 41. And as such, are in fact all time during your existence of countless supreme beings of nature, once in tune with your tone. 42. Do not, as those of us who have been fooled, take no thing as something and call it by a name such as God, Yahweh, Jah, or Allah. 43. Don't accept anything as unseen powers. 44. Don't accept something as one. 45. Don't worship what other races call divine. Call supreme beings. Call your creator without confirmation. 46. This you know that you exist. 47. This you realize that you are real. 48. This you must accept that you are something or the sum of a thing. 49. This you know you were born of a mother's womb. 50. This you know you are reading this right now, and with that you encompass time, space, and material existence. 51. This you know that you feel by contact, that you see by contact, that you hear by contact, and that you smell by contact. 52. Contact is confirmation of existence. Once anything made contact with you, you then can confirm its existence. 53. All things in existence are about you. That is equally away from you. 54. Making you the center of all things. 55. As such, you are the one God they speak of in their religions. 56. Each will say they believe in one God, or they will say there is no God but Allah, and so have no other God beside him. 57. Not even hearing what they're really saying, which is their choice of which God or God and devil, Satan or Shaitan, yet they make an equal to their one God, Allah, by the very statement. 58. Never to the ungod, being they have the ability to make the choice to reject him. 59. Yet the God or Allah of Jah or Yahweh, El, that you cannot reject and make an equal to you is you. You alone. You are unique, even if you have an identical twin. Time makes you both unique. Which one came into this physical world first, that moment makes you unique. 60. So you are the one true, unique God, and as such all things look at you. All things surround you, and you choose by will to which or whom you will gravitate or accept. 61. Now, if by chance someone or thing bumps into you, not of your choice or will, contact again confirms you as a being. 62. By being there, which to you is here, and become here to them by you being there. 63. Nothing would exist if you did not exist. 64. That is to you. 65. All things came into existence with you, even you. 66. So you are the supreme being, the all. 67. You make reality real in your own world of choice, and the moment you give up that by faith, fact, you change your divine fate as God being and become devil being, and that is attempting to alter fate as it is and will be. 68. To make a fake fruit is a devil. 69. To implant a fake human heart with animal or machine is a devil, or diverting from nature's divine plan. 70. Altered fate is not a new fate, it is corruption of nature's natural order. 71. Saving a dying species is not a noble act. It's an interference in nature's natural order. 72. To take a wild creature such as a wolf, canine, and transform it into a pet is a violation of that creature's natural nature. 73. Things that are naturally the way nature plans for time, each and only a devil or evil will attempt to alter nature's plan, called faith versus faith, be real versus belief. 74. You are a part of all. All is you are. 75. All does you do. 76. You are never alone. Not at all. You are with yourself at all times. 77. How? Because you know you exist, and that separates you into beings, physical and spiritual, and at the same time, and at the same center at all times. 78. Who are you is not important as what are you. 79. When you are, 79. When are you is not as important as where are you. 80. What are you? The all. Where are you? The center of all, and all things around you. Around is round. Orb, ball, circle of the universe. 81. So in nature, science, and even your anatomy, as you have a circulatory system. 82. It's a symbol of order and perfection. The circle in all of nature in general, and you're the spot in its center. 83. So as the one supreme being in your own universe assumes the forms and figures of a ball in the womb. 84. The fetus turns in a circle while in the womb as it manifests, or manifestation called gestation period, in the uterus while during pregnancy. And gesture means movement in a circle, as the universe, galaxy, and planets move around the sun. 85. This universe, out of a dual verse as a cell, then multiplies over and over to become organs growing, yet ever moving in a circle, and the Ka, spirit itself, is an orb. 86. Each person, place, and thing exists on circles, colors, and sounds. 87. Each being's own circle with all things around them has seasons, limitations, and non-limitations. 88. So when a person stops growing, that is a limitation being. 89. When a person thinks, that is unlimited. How far one can imagine. 90. Limitational you is why you physically die. The reason why a physical living being stops growing, although they still have access to the same nutrients as before the growth stoppage, it does not slow down, it just stops. You just stop growing one day, that exact moment. 91. When an organism reaches the full strength of the center, being spiritually outward from the point of existence. 92. It is your own divine formula, circle, and it stops growing because it has reached the limits to which its formula can expand without becoming something else or ceasing to exist as a specific entity or a living organism. 93. Once a being's DNA is tampered with in the grafting process, as the Caucasians and other nature's plan is disrupted, and you break the true circle, as a result, all kinds of deforms are born. 94. To mix DNA in genetic experiments will result in monster humans, beast demons, devil. Not only the body, yet their minds are also mixed, human and beast. 95. So they become serial killers, warmongers, even hunters, just to satisfy the beasts within. 96. And they use religion to train the beast in people to act civil. 97. Some will accept civilization while others cannot. 98. Some love flesh and blood so much they try to make it look normal to kill, cut up an animal, and eat it. 99. Or buy a dead animal in a market, or go to a restaurant and order dead animal flesh cooked. 100. Some ask for it raw, and some still eat humans. 101. It is all in their genes from tampering with DNA 6,000 years ago. 102. 9,000 years ago in crossbreeding hybrid animals and man even longer. 103. This transforms supreme beings to human beings, to human to man, to mammal to beast, called the circle of life and death. 104. As the face of the clock is originally circular and the hands move around future time clockwise and past time would be counterclockwise, clock or time-wise equals wiseness, wisdom. 105. It all amounts to being a part of all. 106. Your mother's alive, your father's alive. They create in their living flesh bodies as living supreme beings, ovum and sperm, living cells to create or birth a living being. 107. Birth a living being as they are creators, makers, and fashioners. They are gods and goddesses. They do procreate. 108. Each step close to become one flesh in the womb. Number 109. It is not this all the working 109. Is not this all the working of supreme nature? If allowed to stay in order, all will turn out perfect. 110. If tampered with, you have deformed creatures mentally and physically. 111. Once born and grown or growing, if one or the other son or daughter exchange body fluids with a deformed DNA person, the living cells enter their inner realm and can cause chaos and seek to rule their body and their mind, seal, choice, or will. 112. Implant change, remove the person off their own center. They become like the person of whom they exchange body fluids, DNA. 113. Alternate tones, change the station of their own body, frequency, and thereby cut them off from their ancestors' advice. 114. They link to the divine all in all. 115. Their own 29 inner voices of their family's bloodlines guidance becomes static, noise, or detonation, or off resonance. 116. Some will start to hear voices, chatter, whispers, laughing, murmuring, and will lose track of their own thoughts because become insane or out of their own mind. 117. Not in control of sound right reasoning. 118. This is what faith and belief does to the clear thinking being. 119. No other living creature is asked to have faith. 120. They each live by their own nature, faith, and dictated by nature. 121. Only humans are offered religion and asked to forget reality, facts, confirmation, and to trust in unseen forces, while the inner tells them, stay on your center, comply with what you are, nature's supreme beings. 122. The talking being, the being with reason, choice, or will. The African creature, Negroids, was given a voice box 54,000 years ago. 123. The African creature, Negroids, was given a voice box 54,000 years ago to communicate, exchange thoughts. You Nagaru Negroids, before lower breeds could speak, you wrote, carved, sang, and spoke. 124. Then you mixed fluids with lower created humankinds, who could not speak or articulate until 9,000 to 6,000 years ago. And from the one language given to you, Nagaru Negroids, in Africa were born tongues, dialects. As they tried to pronounce words of the one language, many tongues were formed. 125. When you mix your divine DNA with lower creatures, you birth a kind of man, man's kind. 126. You were a human being. They are just beasts, being human. 127. Negroids, the original, was the only being who exists on a real straight line, a sarat, etheric cord of divine life linked to your ancestors. Like an open straw, they fed you reason. 128. They took the line and formed the circle of never-ending life for you until you broke it by mixing your seed, which opened the circle of time, set the clock of death in motion clockwise. 129. That which was unlimited now has limitation. 130. The one supreme race must be cleaned inside out and outside in. 131. An absolute divine nature is infinite in all directions from you in your center as the black dot, eternal, who sets the course of your own time, place as the all in all. 132. All other races are part of the original one supreme race, Nagaru, Negroids. 133. Thereby are limited because they will run out of expansion, formula, or existence, time as an individual entity became diseased. 134. And will seek to feed off of your soul. 135. Your blood, your flesh, by attracting you with emotions, lust, luster, fame, fortune, and pleasure. 136. Or they will fade, yet you must not trust them. 137. It's called replacing fate with fate. 138. Believing in them and their image, religion's beliefs of the dead over the living. 139. Know that all beings are, in fact, one being known as absolute, unique nature in all. 140. The one supreme race, Paa Nagaru, the Negroids, or Afaf Reye Ka Africa, who are the creator of the circle of order and time during the existing time of this universe. 141. Not only do all organisms live on a formula circle of self.
Look what I put my hair through. Monday it's straight, Wednesday it's curly. Over time, I'm left with more and more split ends. I tried so many hair care products, but now I've found this.
Brand new Repair and Protect from Pantene. It's our best ever Pantene Pro V conditioning formula. It makes split ends appear instantly mended and helps give lasting split end protection.
With new Pantene, my hair looks healthy week after week.
New Repair and Protect. Pantene. Hair so healthy looking it shines.
Yet also on the finite or infinite formula of time, from the circle unlimited to the square. 4 points of limited time of living. 4 times 6,000 equals 24,000. 142. You are in the third world of time. 143. The fourth world of time would be 18,000 years, or 6 plus 6 plus 6 equal 18. The beginning of the last 6,000 years rules by imperfection, limitation of only 6,000 years of chaos, starting at 4,000 BCE. 144. Their ending is not yours. 145. They were grafted into existence out of the proper time, cycles, sick. 146. And diseased, have no formula working like all other creatures on this planet. 147. They are in fact unreal, a kind of man. 148. A mule that is an offspring of a jackass and a female horse. 149. A graftation into a mutation. 150. He is a mutant, inherited characteristics, a Frankenstein monster created in a laboratory called Shimti in Baalbek, Lebanon, Laban. 151. So know Nuwapians, your divine formula as the supreme being, center of all. 152. The all is I am Nagaru. 153. Pa Nawap Kawanu, the supreme beings. Tawahat Yasaf.
Next, we will have the reading of I Am Who I Am. That will be done by Kamamtet M. Hat Har Atum Ray.
Anuki Kamamtat M. Hathar Atunre. I am who I am. 1. I have been with you because I love you all. 2. I am Zedi, Zetwi, Zedi, Pamanzal, Nathar, Aman Nabab, Re Akta, Zetwi. 3. I will soon depart from you. 4. I incarnate from time to time to renew our timeline. 5. I am here, which is there, now. 6. My time to depart is near, so I only wish you knew who I was to you. 7. I will return again and again. Look for me in the wind. Look for me in the waters. Look for me in the soil. Look for me in your dreams. 8. I will reincarnate again when needed. 9. This is my findings. 1. They look at me, yet they don't see the real me. 2. They listen to me, yet they don't hear what I am really saying. 3. They have touched me, and still they were not able to feel me. 4. They have kissed me, yet they did not love me. 5. They were born of my genes, yet they are not my child. 6. They followed me, yet not close enough. 7. They came to me, yet they did not stay. 8. They smiled with me, yet they did not mean it. 9. They greeted me, yet and still never meant it. Tabakum.
Tawakum Yassar. Please tune in every shadow at 8 p.m. for another Paa Taraq, and at 9 a.m., 3 p.m., and 9 p.m. for the chanting with the Supreme Grand Council of 24 Elders. Tawakum.
this one universe. And this incarnate universe is at one time chaos and its opposite at another time. 7. In itself, a dual as in seasons, day and night, life and death of things in nature. 8. A dual verse of nature at work, and this is order, called cosmos. 9. And this order, called chaos. 10. Chaos is also referred to as primordial chaos, nuntat, and nun, dual from nu, omni, or source. 11. The purpose for the all in all existing as multiverses, or all as omniverse, and then. 12. The universal order is one part controlled. All will is controlled as choice. 13. You have 180 degrees of one choice of will and 180 degrees of the other choice. You have to choose 180 degrees and 180 degrees of your 360 degrees of choice. 14. The same throughout all of nature in this universe of dual cosmos. 15. As in time, as a point. 16. Now is time. 17. And then is time. Rahubat Yasar, I am, Amuntat, Afua, Hamatet, Atumre, and tonight's Paa Taraq is called Paut, the all-expanding. 1. Likum, my beloved children, my jewels, know this, Paut, all-expanding omniverse. 2. The whole, the omni, entirely, every one, not of an amount, yet the one all. Not one and all, just one, and just be, is not of, from. 3. The all is, of is, while all is, just is. 4. Supreme being, called the supreme, then incarnate as the supreme being, all of unique nature at work, being. 5. Exist as omniverse, becomes multiverses, triverses, to dual verses, on to 18. Yet now is between two thens. 19. The then of the past and the then of the future. 20. So it manifests at the point of each person's now or right now. And 21. And that is what I am or will do right now, what is happening by my body right now, between that is two called voluntary body functions and involuntary body functions. 22. Such as to blink, to breathe, and others are involuntary body functions. And to raise one's hand, open one's mouth, are voluntary functions, and those in between ruled by will or choice. 23. You can blink when you will, or you will blink if something gets too close to your eyes. The same for the mind. 24. This is how all nature works, and all in the universe are under the will of nature. 25. Nature is in control of your fate. Involuntary, that which will happen, you are just a part of all as Paut, the all. 26. The all is, all, I am, exist. 27. The time is now. 9 o'clock exists. 28. And there are two.
Zal Nazdar Aman Nabab Re'e Aktwa Zetwi. Number 3. Do not lie, misusing our creed of truth, haq, by ignoring the facts. 4. Do not lie and claim you are a true lover of truth unless you are practicing it. 5. Do not lie and say you can be trusted and loyal to your true race, Nuwupu Nuwapians, when you are not. 6. Do not lie and say you are a peacemaker when you are indeed the source of arguments, fights, and gossip. 7. Do not lie and commit atrocities by rejecting ma'at, reconciliation, when other Nuwapu Nuwapians wish to make up. 8. Do not lie and say you can be trusted while you sneak around, violating all that you claim is best for our people. 9. Do not lie, deceive, cheat by acting and living in the image of this beastman of sin. If you undertake these responsibilities, let it be known by your actions. Next we will have the reading of Paa Taraq by the Kamamtet, Amuntet, Afu, Hamatet, Atum, Ray.
Wu pa paut kawan wahu amani, nuk kadur naju ama kasomon pa paut, wu kabu ama shakas an. Nuk kadur kawun kalal pafaf, nuk ragab dakal pa paut, talama ragabni kawan bakoy dakal pa paut, anuki yaba bi nafasni, pa paut kawan anuki, pa paut kadur nuk kadur, Pa Paut, Amul, Nuk Amul.
Next, we will have the reading of an proclamation. Li kum, Nuwapu, Nuwapians. Look at those who cheat and speak untruths, yet they still claim to be one of us, one of our loyal populace. We true Nuwapians, we true Nuwapu Nuwapians have these proclamations. Number 1, do not tread on the path of Isfat, evil, on this highway of lawlessness. Let me repeat that. Number 1, do not tread in the path of Dawu, evil, on his highway of lawlessness. Number 2, do not lie about Wunawupu by rejecting Paut